Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hello guys, welcome back to another beer review. Continuing our little, is this a Fidens week? Maybe, could be, courtesy of my man Jake, Northeast Beer Community. Appreciate you, bro. Fidens, Colony, New York, quickly becoming one of my favorite hazy IPA breweries. Their beers are fire. This is Eugene's Axe. I like this label art. It's fucking awesome. This is a per the can double IPA, 8.5%, Citra and Galaxy. We just reviewed the vegan, which was Citra, Galaxy, and Nelson. Maybe this is the same beer without Nelson in it. I don't know. If it tastes anything like the vegan did, this beer is going to be amazing. So, yeah. Not much else to say. Fidens, from what I've gathered and talked to people about, super small brewery. They do can releases and people line up the night before. It's kind of madness trying to get their beer. So, so thankful for rad people like Jake who are like, hey, I want to share some beers with you. Here you go. So, without you, beers like this would not be possible. So I appreciate you, bro. Using our Fidens glassware because beer tastes better in proper glassware, and this beer looks exactly like the vegan did. They all look like this. I've noticed that all Fidens hazy IPAs are ridiculously light. It's nuts. I mean, say it every time. Looks like if you got a glass of milk and poured orange juice in it. It's hot cum. It just is. That's what it looks like. So, I mean, look at that. It's crazy. It is crazy how light these beers are. Finger a fluffy, bright white head. This, I mean, literally looks exactly like the vegan did. Looks exactly the same. So, look at that glassware. So sexy. Citra and Galaxy. Is that the best hop combo? I don't know. Maybe. Shower fat nose in it. I mean, this smells like crazy similar to the vegan. It smells crazy. It's so fucking explosive. This, I mean, and I think I said it in the last review. If you've had this beer, I think is like 2 or 3 weeks in the can. The last beer we had, the vegan, was like 6 weeks. So this is quite a bit fresher and it's quite a bit more pungent. This smells like if you've, and like I said, I think I said in the last review, if you've had a super fresh monkish beer, it smells intensely hoppy. It smells intensely green, like hop matter. The first thing I notice with this is it smells, I know I say this all the time, like it smells like what something tastes like, which probably doesn't make sense to anyone, but this smells like what it tastes like when you drink orange juice after you brush your teeth. It is so orange juice forward. But that like hop bite that you're smelling gives off like a crazy grapefruit pithiness. And then it's like dripping overripe pineapple. But make no mistake about it, this has some serious hop matter to it. I know people say they hate the word green, but it smells green. It smells hoppy. It smells intense. It smells dank. It smells earthy. I've talked about my one buddy Jeff sends me beers and he'll send boxes that have hop pellets in it. And so when I open the box of beer, like it's just like my office is just, it's flooded with the smell of hops. And like I'll just grab the hops as I'm getting cans. I'll like fall in my hands and I'll just smell them. That's what this beer smells like. It smells like you're smelling hops. That's what I like about, this is my wheelhouse for hazy IPAs. 8.5%, I don't know. We drink back-to-back 8.5% beers now. It's going to get interesting in a little while. But that's what I like when New England-style beers smell West Coast. This smells West Coast to me. It smells intensely hoppy. I love that. That's what I fell in love with back when I first like really started getting into IPAs. So let's go ahead and taste it. Jake, cheers. Thanks, bro. Yeah, so this smells exactly what it tastes like. I don't think this has quite the hop bite that I was expecting from what it smelled like, but it's plenty hoppy, and I like that. This is just waves and waves of orange juice, grapefruit pith, and pineapple juice. That's the best way to describe it. Actually, the more that it's sat on my tongue, it's starting to get like a good amount of bitterness. I don't know if that's bitterness from the beer or if that's just the intensity of the hops that I'm tasting. So if this makes any sense, what we were tasting with the vegan at 6 weeks in the can, I was like, oh, I wonder what this was like fresher. I imagine this is what that beer would be fresher, since this beer is like 3 weeks fresher than that one. Intensely hoppy, but intensely juicy. I know I keep saying intensely. It just feels right to say that right now. Intensely. But just like, it's so explosive. This beer, Fidens beers that we've drank, most of them, all of them, I think, I'd have to go back and watch the reviews. These are not soft beers. These are not Treehouse soft. And the only reason I say Treehouse is because we just reviewed very hazy. And this beer is much more intense than that beer as far as like the hop matter goes, the hop bite goes. This doesn't go to that crazy old school Trillium burn, but it's like, this tells you, I'm beer. You better be ready to drink this. But same thing, mouthfeel, like it's super creamy. For 8.5%, like, it hides the alcohol. Like, these beers are so fucking good, but they're also in that vein of West Coast, East Coast. Like, that's what I like. Like, I think that's why I've been enjoying these beers so much. I like juicy beers. I mean, soft beers are fine, but if I'm gonna drink hazy beers one after another, like I'm doing today, I want something like this. I want something that says, I'm beer. Your tongue is gonna get assaulted. Your senses, what you're smelling, what you're tasting, all of that. So if you like crazy pulpy orange juice that offers awesome grapefruit pith with pineapple juice, mixed with an awesome like hot bite to it, that's what this beer is. That's what I like. This beer is world class. All of the Fidens beers have been. I mean, it's fucking awesome. Their beers are fantastic. So I think we'll leave the review at that. No need to repeat ourselves, right? If you can find yourself a Fidens trading partner, it behooves you to check their beers out. So more world-class double IPAs from Fidens. I'd never heard of Colony, New York, and I've talked to Kyle, no hype. It's like a super small spot, and there's a brewery like this putting out beers like that. Fucking crazy. Love it. What a world we live in. It's awesome. So that's Eugene's Axe from Fidens. If you guys have had it, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Jake, I appreciate you sharing this one. Check out Northeast Beer Community. Links are below. And that's it. I'm out of here, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. See you very soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.